Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we are at the aquarium in the Smokies. It's the Ripley's Aquarium. This is going to be one of the most awesome places to come on a rainy day or on a hot day. You can come here and see a variety of different kinds of fish, and it's considered to be one of the best in the world. So without further ado, let's go inside the Ripley's Aquarium. Okay guys, just a couple facts before we dig into the aquarium. This was built in 2000 and it's a state-of-the-art facility that cost $70 million. But with that said, again, it is one of the best in the entire nation. So we have millions upon millions of gallons of water pumping through here every single day to house hundreds upon hundreds of different kinds of little critters from the sea. Guys, while we're here, each one of the fish is going to have a sign that explains what its name is, what its scientific name is, how big it is, and then a fact about how we could spot it. And that's going to be right next to the tank itself. Guys, they're telling us about the piranhas right here. And they said pound for pound, the piranha actually has a stronger jaw than even a great white shark. So we're finding out some facts, and then they are actually right over here. Now, contrary to popular belief, a piranha is not always going to be a threat to humans. Apparently, they're only a threat whenever food is scarce, and then they travel in schools that can destroy a human. Here we have some green iguanas, and there's another one in here that shows us that an iguana can actually lose its tail and regrow it. There he is right there. He can actually regrow the portion that is gone. Now back here in the back, it's kind of hard to see it, but this is a mud skipper. And mud skippers are pretty cool because they actually kind of skip across the top of the water, and they have special gills that can absorb oxygen from air. This guy is a four-eyed fish, and you'll see that he kind of floats on the top of the water also. Look at him. And now into the darkness we go, into the ocean realm, where we have lots of cool displays. This place is amazing, guys. These digital signs right here are really cool because it shows you what the fish looks like from a variety of different pictures, and then shows them swimming kind of behind it. So then you can find them in the tank right next door. Okay guys, this is a scorpion fish, and I've never seen one of these before. And they almost look like what I would say Pumbaa looks like, except for they're a fish, so they have these big fins. And the face itself, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Look at it and think Pumbaa, okay guys? And then this guy who's sitting here oh so quietly is actually a batfish. And if you look at him from kind of above, it kind of resembles a regular bat. So he has kind of wings out to the side and a tail. Yeah, a batfish. I like how all of these tanks are a little bit different. Having them circular, you get a different perception than you would if you were looking at just a flat tank. And the fish kind of move around, and at different angles it magnifies them. So that is really neat about this aquarium. As it looks like we have found master control, and this is where all of the meat and potatoes happen in here. It shows how that they can control the flow rate, and then also the behind the scenes. They have all of the different systems for rain, everything in here. But that's not all this room does. It's actually attached to what they call the life support of the aquarium. And it tells you how that they clean all of the water and recirculate it. And there's a little speaker right above us that's telling us the actual process of it doing this while we're having an illustration from the control center. Now this is the real life support of the aquarium right here, and I like that it is exposed for us to see how much goes into making this aquarium happen. There are so many different tanks, and each one of them is associated with different things, so different levels of salt or fresh water. And then there are tons of different controllers that they can go in and adjust and make sure that everything is just on point. Okay guys, we have arrived at 2 massive tanks, and there's one on each side of this little bridge area. So we're gonna go across and look at each one of them. I think that we can go under these when we go downstairs. I'm not sure yet, but I think we can. So I'm gonna show you this one first, and then the really, really big one. Well, wasn't that just one of the coolest things ever? It's almost peaceful to watch because they just glide through the water, but you know if it wasn't a fish that it could go very badly. So it's cool to watch how that they feed them and handle them in this massive, amazing tank. They have so much space here, and even just from the sky down to the water, it looks idyllic, like a perfect day for a shark. Of course, the tank is right here, and we are going down this way now to see what else we can find. Of course, I wanted to go through the play area just to show you guys what it looks like, so that when you bring your kiddos out, you'll know what exactly you can expect. It looks like right here we have a yellow submarine and a massive floating turtle, and just so many cool, fun things. Now keep in mind, not everything is open currently because of all the things that are going on in the world. However, whenever you come, it may be. So I just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse as to what this looks like. Look at the catfish and the stingray hanging out in the back. Meanwhile, this tank is filled with other fish. Now typically in this room they have a dive and mermaid show, but currently they're not doing that. but you still have this beautiful aquarium with tons of different amazing fish in it. So we're gonna look at that, and then just know that if you come here after things have changed, then you could definitely see the mermaid and dive show, which is, from what I've heard, absolutely amazing. Now this is how large this aquarium is. It fills up one entire room. Just beyond this massive tank, we have a shark lagoon. So I think this is where we actually go under the sharks that we saw getting fed earlier. I think. I'm crossing my fingers. Okay, before we go to the sharks though, guys, I wanted to show you the sea dragons. These are so neat. This one's hiding out a little bit. Let's get a little closer. There's a little herd of them across the tank. And now into the shark lagoon. Looks like we're going through the wreckage of a ship and into this area. Okay guys, so it has a little conveyor belt, so there's no bottleneck in here. And we're on. And as we go past, they also have the signs in here as well, so you can find the fish. Okay guys, we're starting to move under the bigger tunnel here, and it's much brighter, and the sharks start getting bigger. Guys, this is mesmerizing. They have soft music playing, the fish and the sharks and the sea turtles just swim around you. This is the best aquarium I have ever been to. It is amazing here, and I really like that they have this kind of conveyor belts because it takes the pressure off of you having to walk and just allows you to be in awe of everything around you. It's now time, guys, to move into the Gallery of the Seas. This, guys, is my favorite part of any aquarium, the jellyfish. Okay, in this tank we have the frogfish, and it looks like there's a couple here, and then this guy's hanging out in the corner. Oh, I nearly missed this one. He was hanging out in plain sight, and we can kind of look and see what happens when his mouth opens. Hiding somewhere in this tank is a giant octopus, and it tells us do not use flash because his eyes are extremely sensitive. Oh my gosh, guys. The notification came over the loudspeaker that they are about to do the penguin parade. So I have to go and find a place where we can see this. Wasn't that cool? And the waddle path goes kind of around several different places. So I think, if I'm correct, they're gonna come back around up above us. I'm not sure, but we're gonna stick around and find out. Sure enough, guys, they're coming up right here also. So they start off down here in the play area, and then they make a big lap through this upper area right here that goes over by where you would come out from the sharks. And then they make a turn back to their habitat area. Look at that. This has got to be one of the cutest things I've seen. Now I'm sure it has to take a long time to get them to where they'll move around the way that they are. And it's so cool to know that that's one of the enrichment things that they have to offer here at Ripley's for the penguins. Ah! Now in these areas here, you'll notice that you can pop up in the middle of a tank and see what it would be like to be in the tank with the fish. Now, in true Robert Ripley fashion, we now are in an exhibit of odd animals, and it looks like there are different sections with different countries. So from one country to the next, we can find these odd underwater critters. And along with that, we find some interesting things like giant clam facts. It was once thought that giant clams were considered to be man-eaters and could grow large enough to actually eat one's arm or leg. Inside this section, you'll find some unique jewelry made of things that you could have found in the sea. Looking on at Australia, they actually have a really cool little critter over here. But first, a few Australia facts. If you're reading along, there's some doozies in here. Hiding out in here is what's called a peacock mantis fish, and he has the same colors as a peacock, but some pretty crazy eyes. And that's what he would look like if he would turn around. Did you see the wobbly eyes? Can you imagine that poking out at you? From the Caribbean, we have this guy, which is the spotted trunkfish. Now, much like other sections of the aquarium, they all have identifiers beside them, and it tells you a fun fact. For example, the shape of the trunkfish is because he actually has a reinforced bony shell on the inside to help protect him from predators, which is really cool. Now, if you watched my Ripley's video, you'll notice this looks familiar. This is a dial that allows you to go through a series of screens, and it seems to be stuck on go. So this is what it looks like when it's going in fast motion. It looks like it's not just crazy different countries, it's also California, which some people might say is a country all its own too. Here we have the flatfish, and he's on the move. A few Robert Ripley facts are in this room, like where his island is. And that is the name of the island right here. It is just a little bit north of Merrimack, New York. So here it is, right here. And then these are some of the photos of Mr. Ripley and his home, which is kind of fun. I've never seen that at any of the Ripleys. And then these are some of his travels and some of the interesting facts about Mr. Ripley. Like, for example, he had his own personal Iron Maiden in his home. Looky, looky, guys. This is a photo op that we will not be taking advantage of. Nope, 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 nope. I think we know why. Obvious reasons. This guy, on the other hand, we will definitely take a look at. He is so cool. This is a showing about Mr. Ripley right here. And here we are challenged to spot the different kinds of stingrays. So we have a cow nose, a southern, and a spotted eagle ray. And here is the tank. Okay, we continue this way down this really long, dark space to what? I don't know, but we're about to find out. There's more aquarium ahead. Inside the aquarium, they have the feeding frenzy, which is a yellow submarine themed snack bar right here. It's time to see those penguins again. This is the penguin playground area, and they have a habitat here so we can go check them out. And it is both above and below, so you have two different visuals. Super cool. Okay guys, so now we're gonna move outside to the penguin playground outdoors. It is raining, but it's covered, so we're gonna make this brief, but at the same time get to see the cutest playground of penguins ever. Now in here, guys, they have all the necessary things that we would need for taking care of the penguins, and they actually do some different things in this area so that you can see it. Okay, so behind me they have the touch tank over here where you can lean over and touch the stingrays, and then up here typically they would be having the glass bottom boat. The glass bottom boat tours go out onto the water and you can see everything that's below you in a neat perspective, and I think that they have 10 per ride. I'm not sure on that, but check it out whenever you come here because they may be offering it at the time you're here. Now currently, because of what all's going on, of course there are some features that are not open, but as you can see, even without those features being open, we have spent probably 4 hours here at the aquarium just enjoying ourselves and really seeing all of the amazing things. Now we've made it all the way over to the opposite side of the shark tank. So if you'll remember, whenever we first started out, we were over here and then we went below, and now we've made it to this side where they have the glass bottom boat and close to the exit. And right over here by this is where the waddle path actually goes before it goes to a conclusion also, which happens to go through the cargo hold gift shop. So naturally, with all things, you exit through the gift shop. So I'm gonna show you just a few of the things that you might wanna pick up while you're visiting, and then we're gonna wrap up this video and call it an adventure. You can get your own souvenir penguin. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. But they also have smaller ones and larger ones here. Of course, they have shirts for the aquarium and also for Gatlinburg here. The most awesome sea turtle friend ever. These are awesome. These are penguin painted shirts. And then on here it says that they're painted by Momo. So those are so cute. Here's another one, and this one is painted by Derby. Oh my goodness, they have little penguin toys, but they also have little narwhals, giant hammerhead shark. I'm pretty sure this is what the guy who was hiding out in the darkness looked like. These are really pretty and they glow in the dark. Look at these. More of the little paint splatter cups with the little penguin feet. As you can see, from young to old alike, you can find something in this gift shop for you. They have everything from toys and trinkets to books, educational materials, home design items, hats, caps, Gatlinburg, candy, everything. So a little bit of everything for every single person. Just like the rest of the aquarium, you can't leave here without something that makes you smile. I hope you have enjoyed today's venture at the Ripley's Aquarium, named the US's best aquarium. And I think that from the line outside, standing in the rain, you can totally tell that it is in fact the best aquarium. People are willing to stand in the rain, guys. So if you've enjoyed today's video, I hope that you'll leave a like on this, subscribe, and then check out more content on the interactive map in the description below of not only here in Gatlinburg in the Smoky Mountain area, but across the United States. Till next time, guys.